Hello, this is The Streaming Service with me, Justin Hill, the weekly 10-minute podcast where we say no to tiresome TV and absolutely not to mundane movies. I'll give you the rundown on everything worth watching that has landed on streaming services this week, plus catch you up on all the behind-the-scenes news you may have missed. This week, oh no, Chle-aur! H2O is back, plus I'll put a spell on you, and diamonds are a girl's best friend. So much singing. He starred in massive TV show franchises like Teen Wolf, The Arrowverse, and American Horror Story, but could we possibly be getting an H2O Just Add Water remake starring the one and only Colton Haynes? When I caught up with him recently, we discussed plans to get him to slip into some scales and appear in a remake of the iconic early 2000s Aussie TV show.
The Australian shows I know, I'm going to say it wrong. I want to say it's called, oh no, I'm going to butcher it. Is it called Come From Away? Or no, it's called
Home and Away.
Home and Away. That's right.
Home and Away.
Yeah. I don't know too much about it, but I also know I'm friends with one of the actresses who was on that dolphin movie or the dolphin show.
H2O.
H2O. Yeah.
And the one where it's all over TikTok and everyone's like, oh no.
Yeah. And so TV Talking was like, we go way back. And so, but other than that, I don't know too many Australian shows.
Look, I am absolutely happy to pitch an H2O Just Add Water starring Colton Haynes as a male mermaid. I mean, let's just make that happen.
I would sign on in a second as long as we shot it in Australia. As long as I didn't have to do an Australian accent. I don't want to do you guys wrong like that. It would be so embarrassing. And so I could be the lone American, I guess. So.
Absolutely. I need a little bit of American flair.
You can catch Colton on Teen Wolf on Stan, Arrow on Netflix, or American Horror Story on Binge or Disney Plus now. While Colton has firmly shot his arrow into my heart, let's stick with the theme of supernatural with the sequel to the 1993 original film, Hocus Pocus 2. Starring our OG Sanderson sisters played by Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker and Kathy Najimy, we see the gals return to Salem 29 years after someone last lit the black flame candle, resurrecting the witches for some serious mayhem before the dawn of All Hallows Eve. This time, it's up to 3 high school kids to stop the sisters in their tracks.
Legend has it, it's on the 16th birthday that a witch gets her powers.
Lock up your children! Yes, Salem, we're back! If we intend to live past sunrise, we have to steal their souls.
Whoa, wait, can we talk about this?
No.
You can check out Hocus Pocus 2 and rewatch the original on Disney Plus from Friday, September 30. I'm giving this one 8 broomsticks out of 10. It doesn't take a magic spell to know that Sydney has some serious real estate worth a pretty penny, and the team that are here to show us through the houses we will never ever own are Gavin, Delyn, Simon and Monica from Luxe Listings. The gang are back for season 3 with a little competition going as to who can find Delta Goodrum the property of her dreams. Like that's hard?
Gavin and I have a little wager.
Whoever finds Delta a house gets big money.
The pressure's on.
Mate, you got no chance.
To me, it seems like a breeze. Delta Goodrum, welcome home.
Oh, amazing.
Listed or die trying, eh?
Please. This is a way to enter Delta.
Oh, looks beautiful.
You really think you're going to win?
I do.
The center of the real estate universe is where we're standing.
Oh my God.
This is ultimate luxury.
You can catch all the drama, gift wrapping rooms, cheese rooms. Oh, and did you know that ovens are meant for cooking and not for shoe storage? Huh. Luxe Listings Season 3 is on Amazon Prime Video from Friday, September 30. I'm giving this one 7 Sydney Harbourside properties out of 10. That is a lot of money. While cash money is my best friend, I'm told diamonds are a girl's best friend, or that's what Marilyn Monroe sang about at least. And now we're set to get a little glimpse into her life as one of the biggest stars in the world. Blonde is the new historical psychological drama about Marilyn's life starring Ana de Armas as the Hollywood starlet. The film is partially in black and white and some parts are in colour, but the whole thing is brilliant, receiving a 14-minute standing ovation at the Venice Film Festival.
Miss Monroe, it's time.
I played Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe. I can't face doing another scene with Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe only exists on the screen.
Co-produced by Brad Pitt and directed by Andrew Dominic, the film will have you uncomfortable at times as it follows the turbulent life of Norma Jean and Marilyn Monroe. You can check out Blonde on Netflix now. I'm giving this one 7 diamonds out of 10. Reaching into the vault today, I've got a classic from 1997 starring Julia Roberts, Cameron Diaz and Rachel Griffiths, My Best Friend's Wedding. Now, if you ever made a pact with your bestie to marry each other by the time you were like 30, and if you hadn't met anyone by then, this peak 90s rom-com is exactly that. Julianne, played by Julia Roberts, realises days before her best friend ties the knot that she actually is in love with him and has to set about to stop the wedding, even as a maid of honour. Fun fact about this classic, apparently a spin-off TV series has been in the works for a few years. Julia Roberts almost lost the lead part to Sarah Jessica Parker, and the voice of Mr. Burns from The Simpsons, Harry Shearer, has a blink and you'll miss it cameo. You can watch My Best Friend's Wedding on Binge, Foxtel and Apple TV Plus now, and if you're anything like me, it'll have you singing I Say a Little Prayer for You for weeks. The moment I wake up, stop! Well, where do I start this week with announcements? Netflix had their Tuhdum global fan event recently and it was like a volcano explosion of announcements. And here are the highlights. The Addams Family spin-off Wednesday, all about the spooky and kooky daughter of the family played by Jenna Ortega, will premiere on November 23. We got a glimpse at season 3 of Bridgerton and the Bridgerton spin-off Queen Charlotte, A Bridgerton Story. It was announced season 5 of The Crown will drop on November 9, season 3 of Emily in Paris on December 21, and finally, our favourite serial killer Joe is back in season 4 of You, except this time he's had a little change of identity and goes by the name of Professor Jonathan Moore. You season 4 part 1 drops on Feb 10, 2023 and part 2 drops on March 10, so grab your suspicious baseball cap and keep an eye out for that one. You guys always love to hear some tea on the Real Housewives. And, I couldn't possibly... Of course, I've got some tea on the Housewives. And not just any, it's straight from the source. This week, I caught up with the Real Housewife of Salt Lake City, Heather Gay, who gave me a little sneak peek about what we can expect from season 3.
Dynamics shift dramatically. I think we're all kind of reeling from the reality of what Jen is facing and what we, need to show up for as friends. We're all kind of reeling from the breakup of Meredith and Lisa and trying to reconcile that. So you're going to see everyone in Salt Lake City trying to find their footing and figure out where they stand and what our future is. But you will also see a commitment to each other, a commitment to having fun, a commitment to being crazy. And I will still be obsessed with being Mormon. So no worries.
You can catch season 3 of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City only on Hayu now. And don't forget, if you have a show or movie you want me to look into and report back, hit me up on Instagram at just_Hill now. That's it for this week from me. I will, of course, be back next Thursday when I will have all the goss from the remake of The Mole. Yes, you heard me right. Make sure you subscribe to the streaming service on the LiSTNR app to be the first to hear it, and I'll see you next week.
LiSTNR.